Hello everybody, I'm Adam Bilsing and this is Dirty Bandana Music. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing the fifth installment of a series I've been producing on polyrhythms. So if you haven't caught up on the previous episodes yet, go ahead and check the links in the description below. You can get all of the preceding information and make sure you're caught up before we start today's exercises. And today's topic is going to be 4/5 and 5/4. We're getting into some more challenging stuff. So we're going to be working on some exercises that I've written. They're available for download from my website at dirtybandana.com. They're free, and of course you can leave a donation if you would like. Every little bit helps. Again, links to the material in the description below. So let's get started. 5/4 and 4/5. Things are getting a little more complex, but we're talking about quintuplets, which is my favorite topic if you've seen any of the other videos on this channel. So we're going to go ahead and start with number 1 from the exercises, and what we're doing here is putting 5 in the left hand and 4 in the right hand. But we're going to start off with the same method that we've been using previously, where we have all of the notes in the left hand on the 5s, and we're going to accent every other so we get the feel, but we're going to use some mechanics that we already learned in the last episode. So let's give it a try. I'm going to go pretty slow. Hopefully we can make this nice and clear. Here's exercise number 1. So that's how it sounds. It's a little tricky. You're going to probably want to start that slow and then get the accents in there so you get the feel for everything. Now, with the same method we've been using in the previous episodes, we're going to go ahead and remove all of the unaccented notes in the left hand, and that's going to leave us with a true 4/5. So this will be exercise number 2. Let's see what this sounds like. Now it's a little hard to tell what's going on when it's that slow. I would start that slow to get the mechanics, but then you can speed it up and you can really start to feel the 5 and the 4. It should sound like this. Pretty cool, feels neat once you get it. So to really hammer this down and get this all under your hands, the next thing we're gonna do is flip them. So we're gonna put 5 in the right hand and 4 in the left hand. Again, we'll start with the accented version in the right hand, so you've got all the 5 notes that you need in there to learn this. And then the next step, remove the unaccented notes from the right hand. So this will leave us with a true 5/4. Again, that's pretty slow and it's just going to sound kind of funny, but once you speed it up, so the last thing to do is to switch back and forth between these two feels. So we'll start with 5 in the left hand and 4 in the right hand and just go back and forth. All right, so that's approaching the whole thing from 4/4 time, which is a very easy way to get started. But we can flip this whole thing around and approach it from 5/4 time, which will put all our subdivisions in 16th notes. And this actually might make this a little easier to figure out. So if we go on to page 2 from the exercises, we're going to be on number 6 here. And this puts all the 16th notes in the left hand accenting every fifth note, and then we're going to put quarter notes in the right hand and the whole thing in 5/4 time. So I'm probably going to have to do this pretty slow to get all these 16th notes out of my left hand, but this is how it will sound. So try it like that to feel the accents. Then the next step is we're going to remove all of the unaccented notes, leaving us with 5 in the right hand, 4 in the left hand. Now, I don't know about you, but I find that far easier to count than the way we did this in 4/4 time with the quintuplets. Since this is all 16th note based, it'll probably feel a little more normal. So the next step, switch those around. We're gonna put all the 16ths in the right hand, quarter notes in the left hand, and we'll accent every fifth note on the hi-hat. And then again, remove all of the unaccented notes. So this will leave us with 4 in the right hand and 5 in the left hand. Now we're going to want to do the same switch back and forth exercise to really nail this all down and get it in your brain. So we're going to start with quarter notes on the right hand, which will be 5 in the right hand and 4 in the left hand. And then we're going to switch it back and forth. All right, so that's the basics for 4/5 and 5/4. Just like before, I would go back and try all these same things with your feet. Put your right hand stuff on your right foot, your left hand stuff on your left foot. For example, if we go back to number 10, which we just did with the hands, but we translate that into the feet, it should sound something like this. And there we go. That is 4/5 and 5/4. I think this will be the last video that we do on polyrhythms for a little while, as these are pretty complex. But if you start to get these ideas under your hands and in your brain and start to have a better understanding of how these different rhythms fit together, these lessons are going to provide an excellent intro into the concepts of metric modulation, which is probably going to be the next thing that we talk about. So be sure to like and subscribe below if you want to stay tuned to the channel and catch up on all the new stuff that we'll be talking about in the future. And you can also go check out everything that I'm up to across the whole entire internet on my website at dirtybandana.com. That's it for today. We'll see you all next time.